Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to Yaakov and Akwat out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled, The Lord Heals, but you must believe for it to be effective. Once again, the Lord heals, but you must believe for it to be effective. And I just have the name here. I have all the scriptures actually lined up over here. I just wanted to get the name, the name of the lesson out there. I didn't, line them up this time. We're just going to be going and flowing through it. Now, this lesson, was inspired, just been feeling weird, all right, for the last 2 days, all right, feel weird and ill. Okay, headaches, or you don't sleep well, or something or other, all right, and just feel ill, nauseous. So I want to make a lesson, dealing with this, all right, because we're gonna go through, things like this. Many are the let's see, I don't want to say that. There's one. Well, there's Psalms 34:19. Because we're seeking righteousness, right? So there's Psalms 34:19. It says, "Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all." Okay. And then we got there's another one that comes to mind that I didn't get. Let's see. It's what is it? Maybe it'll come to me later. We're just gonna hit the scriptures that we do got. But there's another one I can't remember. But the gist of it, right? What we're talking about is that the Lord heals, but you must believe for it to be effective. All right, there's many different scriptures, and there's many different lessons that have been put out upon this. But you have to believe, man. When you pray, you have to believe, and we should actually grab that because I didn't get that. Believe that. This is Mark 11 and 24. And actually, we did already have it, but we'll skip down there. Mark 11 and 24, it says, "Therefore I say unto you, what things soever you desire, when you pray, believe that you receive them, and ye shall have them." Okay, so you have to believe. You have to believe. All right, we're gonna go through illnesses and weird sicknesses all the time. Every brother or sister has a different hell that they're going through. All right. Some people might not really go through a lot of health issues, but they might go through, money issues. Some people might not go through a lot of money issues, but they go through health issues. Some go through half and half on both. All right, that's just how it goes. All right, but through the Lord, and when it happens, of course, we feel like shit. I like, even personally right now, I still don't feel, tip top, but I feel better, now than I did before. Through praying and taking herbal supplements, right? Because that's the thing you can do through praying through the Lord, all right, and the herbs that He's given us, right? We're gonna touch on that. But you gotta believe. When you pray, you gotta believe, okay? And when you pray and when you do these things, you will feel better, all right? If you believe, I can attest, you will feel better, all right? When you do these things, you within moments, all right? But a moment's wait, all right, and you'll feel better. That's just how it goes. But you have to believe. Mark 11 and 24, one more time. "Therefore I say unto you, what things soever you desire, when you pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them." And I've been getting on this New Living Testament kick lately, so let's see what it has to say. It says, verse 24, "I tell you, you can pray for anything, and if you believe that you've received it, it will be yours." Of course, that's all within reason. Okay, it's not, you can pray hard and believe that you're going to get a Lamborghini and the Lord might not just give it to you, all right? Because there's some prayers that you might pray that are just dumb, all right? And the Lord's just not going to answer them. If you pray for $1 million, no. If you pray for a Lamborghini or a brand new house that you don't need, no. The Lord doesn't deal with those type of things, all right? "Well, the Lord didn't answer my prayers. I was believing." Well, you didn't. Did you need $1 million? No, you didn't. All right, that was dumb. Why would you even do that? Okay, But continuing on. Get James 5 and 14, Salakia through 16. This is a little bit of a shorter lesson, but Lord willing, we'll be able to get the whole topic out. So James 5 and 14 through 16, starting with 14, of course, it says, "Is any sick among you? Let him call for the elders of the church and let them pray over him, anointing him with oil in the name of the Lord. And the prayer of faith," going back to that word faith, all right? That's a word that everybody should know is faith. It says, "And the prayer of faith shall save the sick, and the Lord shall raise him up, and if he hath committed sins, they shall be forgiven him." Verse 16, "Confess your faults one to another, and pray for one another, and pray one for another, that ye may be healed. The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much." Okay, so the prayer of a righteous man availeth much, all right? So, and that's the other thing, if you know, those, the people out in the world, all prayers don't work, that's because you're being wicked. Now there's I think I have something saved in my camera roll. Let me see. Let's get so I'll just, I guess I'll just send these over. Upload that one. And when I saw this, I wanted to save this. Okay. Okay. So I saved this from the other day. This is, I was on a video, Pakistan, Israeli bullshit, right? But I was just looking at it. I want to see what people are saying. Now, this guy said prayers for the innocent. All right. Now, this guy Randall Winters, all right, came and the person Jack Hills, really, they said some real spiritual stuff, and I'm not sure if they're Edomite, but however it went, whatever they said was true. Now I don't think this person, Christians have some knowledge at least, but they're just spitting whatever they've been, told, right? So they might not realize what they're saying is even meaning something, but who knows what nation this person is, but what they have to say, we'll get that in a minute. So it says, prayers for the innocent. Now, Randall Winters says, "I've never prayed to anything or anyone before. How does that work, and what will it do to benefit me?" And Jack Hill says, "It won't benefit you at all since you don't believe. So why should you care how it works and to what benefit? No explanation is going to change your mind." And this person, Ben Johnson, in the same fact, goes on and says, "I was dead from a drug overdose nearly 2 minutes. There was nothing there. Praise the paramedics." All right, and the Lord probably saved you, Ben Johnson, so you can be killed in a terrible, terrible way. Are you fucking drug addict? All right, but we wouldn't have lost anybody important had you died right then and there. All right, look, and you got a fucking pot leaf in your fucking picture. You're just a waste of you're an oxygen thief. Okay, that's all you are. And this guy Jack Hills has the point. It won't benefit you at all since you don't believe. So why should you care how it works and to what benefit? No explanation is gonna change your mind. And that's exactly true, man. For these fucking idiots out there, if you don't believe, hey, well, just go away. Well, how's a prayer? It's not going to help you at all. You want to know why it's not going to help you? Because you don't believe. If you believe, all right, it will work. But if you don't believe, it's not going to work at all. Okay? Well, that just sounds like a cool. Guess what? Prayer will never work for you. And also, if you're on that, you might and you look like a pale person. You're probably just an Edomite. And the Lord will never answer your prayers if you're an Edomite. All right? He's only dealing with Jacob. All right? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? And sometimes our people don't always look like a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American. They can look pasty, they can look pale, they can look so-called white or so-called Asian. It doesn't matter what you look like necessarily. It just happens to be that a lot of the so-called, not so-called, but a lot of the Israelites happen to look like so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans because that's who they are. And just like a lot of the Edomites happen to look like so-called white people. All right, because the majority of the people stayed looking the same. But there are there are cases here and there where that's not the case. All right, there's brothers in camps that are the same skin shade as me, all right, which would not be considered brown or black, all right, we'd be considered white people out in the world, right? But are Israelites, all right, but that's definitely not the overwhelming majority. So James 5 and 14 through 16 once again, "Is any sick among you? Are there sick people among you? Let him call for the elders of the church and let them pray over him, anointing him with oil in the name of the Lord." And if you have a camp, this is something that can be done. It says in verse 15, "And the prayer of faith shall save the sick, and the Lord shall raise him up, and if he have committed sins, they shall be forgiven him. Confess your faults to one to another, and pray one for another, that ye may be healed. The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. If you look up fervent, it basically means like non-stopping, right?
Fervent.
All right, having or displaying passionate intensity. All right, like passionate, intense, profound. Yes, necessarily not non-stopping, but very, zealous. All right, enthusiastic. A sincere, a believing prayer. All right, a true believing man praying. All right, availeth much. And what does it mean to avail? All right, help or benefit, aid, assist. Right. So it benefits greatly. All right, it benefits greatly. So keep that in mind, man. If you don't believe, it's not going to work out so great for you. Okay, you have to believe. Bear with me. One moment, grabbing a drink. And it's the same way with herbs, man. Whenever you use herbs, you got to pray to the Lord for those herbs to work, because those herbs aren't just going to work by themselves. It's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And that, going into the name Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, in the name of the Father and the Son, you have to have the name, man. Okay, praying in the name of JC is not going to help you. It's not going to deliver you. All right, and all these false names, it's not going to do anything for you. Proverbs 18:10, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Okay, so you need to have the name of the Lord. All right, without the name of the Lord, you're already done. Or you can't, you're washed ashore and ain't no help coming. All right, you're stranded. Not even washed ashore, you're still out in the water, really. You have to have that name, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay? And I was having, all sorts of crazy dreams that I don't even remember last night. I remember waking up in the middle of the night, and I remember that whatever was happening in the dream, I was basically, calling upon the name of the Lord over and 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 over again. I don't remember what was happening, but whatever it was, I just remember repeating the name, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And I don't remember what was necessarily happening. I don't think it was a great situation, but I remember just praying to the Lord. And I wish I could remember what the dream was about, but I don't really remember what was going on. But I just remember that's the only part I remember from the dream, is that something, was going on that I needed, help from. And I remember just calling upon the name of the Lord over and over and over and over and over again. All right, and that's a great thing you can do in your dream. All right, sometimes you do it, and that's a good thing. If it's hitting in your dreams, it means it must be doing something right, man. Because having the name in your dreams means it's overall in your conscious throughout the day. Okay, it's something that's ingrained in you. All right, and that can even be useful in dreams, man. So again, Proverbs 18:10, the name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous runneth into it and is safe. Now, another thing, for prayer, all right, there's this, the one that I always like to use is by this brother, GMS Spiritual Army of 144. Now, this video's from 4 years ago, and I do believe I have this video downloaded in case anything ever happens to it. You never know how YouTube is. And I also have the prayer screenshotted once you learn how to pronounce it, okay? So this is an excellent video that I'd recommend going and watching. Again, by GMS Spiritual Army of 144. It's called Healing Prayer for Sickness in the Hebrew. GMS Fruit of Knowledge. Okay, and you can see it up here. And what it says in English says, "Send healing upon me, O Lord, and make thy pain from thy servant be cured from you, O Lord. Strengthen me with power and faith, and the elect brothers in the earth. Please, please, please. Thank you." All right, but when you see it in the Hebrew, all right, it looks different. All right, you can see it here. All right, and you can go ahead and watch this lesson to learn the pronunciation. All right, so I use this one when I'm real ill. All right, and this one always works. All right, of course you pray, you use this as well. There's options, man, but it's all, if you look, where was it? If you look right here, going back, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. If you look right here, what does it say? It says Yahweh, you read it backwards, like Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay, so there you go. So, you know, that's an option, man. There's other healing prayers out there. This is the one that I like to use. All right, I'm sure there are other ones. As you can see earlier, to find it, I just typed in GMS healing prayer. There's a couple of them. The repentance prayer. You know, I know GMS Spiritual Army of 144. He has a lot of prayer. I believe he has a whole a playlist dedicated to him, I think. This is that I guess this is back when that if you know, you know, but you know, that was 5 years ago though, right? Interesting. I saw the face and I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here? But yeah, you know, and there's no, there's other videos, but there's I thought there was a I believe there was a video. I guess not. I thought there was a playlist for it, but I could be incorrect. But you know, that's how it goes. So, but there are you know, just look it up. You may have to use the search engine strangely. All right, you might have to remove, you know, GMS, put in Hebrew prayer. You know, it change it up. Make sure you're getting it from a brother of Great Millstone though, because you don't want to be given some wrong information. Okay, so but you know, if you just type in, we go over here and just type in Hebrew prayer, Yahweh, you might have to change it up to and then you got, you know, I believe this I'm pretty sure, I can't remember who this was. I believe it might be, I don't remember if it's one of the elders. I think it's Elder Menatazak out of Slovakia. I can't remember. So many brothers and apostles and elders, you know, that sometimes it slips your mind. I can't remember where this I believe he's one of the elders, and I can't remember where he's from though, unfortunately. So Slovakia, but they are they're GMS, all right, even though it's not in the name. You can go and get that. There's another one from GMS Spiritual Army. You can go and get boom, whole page came up. Look at that. So look at that, and then you got, see, look at that, boom. So just look up GMS prayers, and you know, a lot of them are by, you know, this brother GMS Spiritual Army of 144. So, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's a new page. I know this was uploaded 3 months, but I'm not sure let's see. I'm not sure if he has another page, but you know, you can go, you know, excellent prayers, all right, in the Hebrew tongue. over on this page. All right, lots of them. So continuing on, all right, Deuteronomy. So you just got to use the search engine, and you might have to spend some time searching, but they can be found. All right. So or you can find a brother, all right, that's well versed in the what is it, the the Holy Tongue. I'm slipping on the Hebrew word for the Holy Tongue. It's the Lashon Kodash. All right, the Lashon Kodash, the Holy Tongue, Hebrew, Paleo Hebrew. You can find a brother that's very fluent in it, and you can maybe even perhaps ask them, all right, if they could help you with a prayer for this or that, right, and the pronunciation. Okay. So Deuteronomy 32 and 39, another scripture, right? See now that I, even I am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Okay, and usually you see this in judgment reports, but at the bottom here, as it says, I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. Okay, so the Lord does heal, and He has multitude of ways that He can heal you. All right, and one of these ways is, not only just prayer, but also through herbs. But when you use herbs, you also have to pray, because they're useless without Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, without the Lord, it's essentially like needing an activator. All right, and the Lord's that activator, so you need to pray for those herbs and those supplements and those healing, those healing things to work. All right, stones. There's stones that can heal. All right, there's medicines out of the earth. The Lord has created medicines out of the earth, and it's not just it's not just like herbs, like plants, but also stones, man. Quartz and tiger's eye and selenite. Jaspers and amethyst, right, which is a type of course, all right, and all sorts of things, right, carnelian. So, but again, to get the most out of those things, you need the Lord. Okay, so Ecclesiasticus 38 and 4 through 6 reads, the Lord hath created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. What does it mean if you abhor something? What does it mean to abhor?
Abhor.
Abhor, all right, to regard with disgust or hatred, to dislike, right, to hate. All right, so those who is wise will not hate those things. Those herbs, you're one of those you're one of those stone people. Well, you need Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, all right, because you got those people out there that using those things. They're using herbs and they're using stones and they're using Palo Santo and sage on the left hand side, but through Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, we're using those things on the right hand side. All right, and those things actually work for us through Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, but those people on the left-hand side, it's not really working for them. All right, it might work to an extent to the left-hand side because the Lord will allow some of those things to go through, but it's not going to work for you like it's going to work for us. Okay, so the Lord hath created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. Was not the water made sweet with wood, that the virtue thereof might be known? And he hath given men skill that he might be honored, and he hath given men skill that he might be honored in his marvelous works. Okay, so we have these opportunities that are given to us, but you gotta truly believe, all right, and pray and trust in the Lord, man. That's the only way it's gonna work. So John 15 and 7, and this is red letter, so this is Yahweh Shai speaking. It says, if ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. So if you abide in the Lord, what does it mean to abide? All right, if you abide in something or someone, what does it mean? Abide.
Abide.
Obey, to observe, to follow, right? To follow, to endure, to accept, to conform to their ways, right? To respect, all right? If you respect and follow after Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, all right, then what? If you abide in me, and my words abide in you, you shall ask what you will, and it shall be done unto you. You gotta believe, man. That's the title of the lesson, right? If the Lord heals, but you must believe for it to be effective. We're gonna get Psalms 28 and 6 through 7, and then we're gonna go ahead and close out. A little bit of a short lesson. I don't know, like 30-ish minutes, almost, about 24. This is Psalms 28 and 6 through 7. It says, verse 6, blessed be the Lord, because he hath heard the voice of my supplications. What is a supplication?
Supplication.
All right, a plea, the action of asking or begging for something earnestly or humbly. So begging, humbly begging, right? Blessed be the Lord because he hath heard the voice of my supplications, of my beggings, right? Verse 7, the Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusted in him, and I am helped. Therefore my heart greatly rejoiceth, and with my song will I praise him. So the Lord, you know, got to get it one more. Whoever called was. This is Ecclesiastes 2:10. We're going to go ahead and close out after that. Ecclesiastes 2:10 says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? There you go. It says in verse 11, for the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in the time of afflictions. There you go. It says, woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted. Look that up. For he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? There you go. So that's where we'll close out on that. The Lord heals, but you must believe for it to be effective. That we're going to go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. The Lord heals, but you must believe for it to be effective. Until next one, Lord willing, Shalom.